Good evening, everyone. This is the press conference for Greece. Latvia, Greece winning 97-90. We're joined by Ainars Pagaskis of Latvia, as well as Marek Smeras. How did I pronounce that? I butchered it. Apologies. Could you give us a comment, please, on the game?
As we can see, we lost end of the third and started the fourth quarter, and we lost our rhythm badly. We couldn't get it back, and in like 5 minutes, basically, we lost the game, and it can't happen.
Okay, thanks very much. Coach?
Before the game, we try to focus players for the way how is the Greek team playing defense, and focus on our offense's execution, nothing else. And as you saw, that everything works. Till a few moments when we are just lose control for a rebounding, we're giving too many second, even third chance points, and they're using that immediately. They've been back in the game, and end of the game was like was.
Okay, thanks, Ainars. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'll get a microphone to you. If not, David Hein of Hein News, FIBA Europe, and FIBA.com.
Coach, it's still not over. One more game tomorrow. Regroup. Just comment on what you want to do tomorrow.
As first of all, we will see a little bit later who will be our opponent. And then we try to focus on them. But like I said before this game, we don't need to focus on opponents too much, on the names, or no names, or the way how they play. We have to focus on our game. Till that we do, we are all the time will be in a game. If not, it will be difficultly just be in a game. So we will see a little bit later, Italy or Czech. We know the both teams. With one team we play in the summertime before the championship. Other one was in our group in Riga. Both of them is very high-level executors, very good players, names for European and world basketball. So it will be interesting anyway.
Okay, thanks. Anything else? Right here.
Karol Śliwa, MVP Magazine from Poland. Coach, are you overall satisfied with your performance through the whole tournament?
And what do you think? No, of course. We know why we are here. We know why we are in tournament. We know what to do. And like I said before, is that we don't need to focus on the opponents. I repeat this the third time right now. We have to go in for our way, play our basketball, and one most important thing, enjoy the basketball here.
And by the way, greetings from Poland. We still remember you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Ainars and Marek, thanks for coming. If you could go to just behind the press conference in case there's some Latvians. Thank you.
Welcome to the second part of tonight's press conference after the classification game between Greece and Latvia. Greece bet Latvia 97-90 to secure a spot in next summer's Olympic qualifying tournament. I remind you that the official part will be held in English. If the Greek media want to approach the coach and the player in Greek, they can remain in the room afterwards. For Greece, I welcome head coach Fotis Katsikakis and Evangelos Manzagis. Evangelos, if you could please give us a statement on tonight's game.
Hello to everybody. It wasn't the trip that we imagined before the European Championship that now comes to an end. We really hope to be in the top 4 places. We're disappointed, but life goes on. I only want to say that I am really happy and I'm very proud that we were able to play in the same national team with Vasilis, that he announced that he will start from the national team. It's been an honor to us, and we hope to have the same same success like he did. Thank God I will have him on my team, but I'll see. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Coach, your statement, please.
Well, a few things about the game. It was very, very difficult psychologically to play this game after we lost against Spain. It's really, we came here humble, but with a lot of expectations. This is in the gene of the Greeks anyway. And we had the team, to compete. We know that in a knockout game in 40 minutes, unfortunately the things didn't go how we wanted, how we expected. And we had to recover the team less than 48 hours to play against the team. Latvia, who is I believe, very happy to have that opportunity to fight for the 5th place and the qualification for the pre-Olympic tournament. As you saw in the game, we had a lot of waves, a lot of up and downs, and it wasn't about the concentration, it wasn't about the tactic, it was about the emotions. And we managed to win the game, and one of the goals we have before we leave from Greece was the minimum to have the chance to go to the pre-Olympic tournament. Very, very, very difficult moment in the locker room when Vasilis announced that he retired from the national team. I believe he's one of the players that he changed Greek basketball. He changed in a way, the winning spirit, and the truth is that it's very difficult moment. I believe he will stay in history. We'll remember him when he will retire, wherever he wants to retire, even from his team. He's one of the biggest players ever play in Europe. I have to say thanks to the players. They did an excellent job all those days that we started together, 31st of July. We are disappointed, it's true. We didn't make it. I'm the absolute responsible for the game against Spain, but I believe that Greek basketball has to move on, has to continue, has to insist, because we have younger players, generations that they can, and if it's a cycle, we're going to fulfill the cycle. I'm going to fight every time and every possibility we have in any international tournament to be competitive.
Thank you very much, Coach. Do we have any questions in English? Gentleman in the first row, please introduce yourself with the name and the media you're representing.
Good afternoon. My name is Antonis Kalkavouras from Mega and Gazeta. I want to ask the coach, how difficult it is to swallow, finishing 2 international tournaments in a row with the heads down after having total 12 wins and only 2 losses. 7 wins, 1 this year, 5 wins, 1 loss last year.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult because one thing is we have to respect every opponent that we have beaten. But the thing is, what it counts is when you go to the close games. And like I said, most of the times, we are so demanding with ourselves, and without even thinking if we have opponents or we play by ourselves in this planet. But this is the reality, and it's true that everybody believed. We knew it was difficult, And especially finishing first in Zagreb, you knew the bracket that we have to follow. And we knew that Spain is a great opponent, a big, huge opponent. But we still believe in ourselves. And we believe in that game. And like I said, before, I'm responsible because the coach always is responsible for the loss. We could do more, or some details that go on the side of Spain, not to us. The life is like this, we have to move on. But for me personally, as a responsible, as a coach of this team, the truth is, it's very, very difficult. Winning 12 games in 2 tournaments and lose 2 against FIBA and against Spain is difficult, very difficult, because we really believe that we can finish up.
Thank you, Coach. We have one more question from the gentleman up here.
George my Greece Novos Sports. Coach, Vasilis Panoris revealed that the decision was made before the tournament. Did you, the staff and the players, know about this?
No. We didn't have an idea. Because we came here to compete, we came here to see our chances, our possibilities to be in the top 4 and to play in the semifinals. And from there, you never knew. You never knew. Playing the final, you go automatically in the Olympics. No, we know the procedure, so we didn't know. No, we didn't have any idea. Nobody.
Okay. Do we have any more questions? Joe Hewison, please.
Can I just ask a bit more about that moment in the locker room when he announced his retirement? What was the reaction like for yourselves?
Better not to say. It was very difficult.
One last question in English from the gentleman in the middle.
Tilan Jamnik, Slovenian television coach. Can you say how was it to have a player like Spanoulis in your team?
It was very, very difficult for me in a sense that I never had the experience to work with him before. He's an unbelievable player. He's a genius for me. The way he sees the game, he lives for the game. It's not only the time that he practices or the time that he's on the court in the game. I mean, every second minute you are with him, talk about basketball. And I think that's for his whole life was like this. So I don't think for me, I'm not the appropriate guy, coach, to talk about Vasilis, because there are other coaches that work every day, 9 months together, and they know him better than me. For me, it was, like I said, it was a bless. And I was saying even some interviews like years ago, without even being somewhere that I will have a possibility to be a coach of the national team or his coach. And I said, we'll be blessed if I can have the opportunity to coach him. And especially together with Nikos, with Zisis, and because with Zisis we worked together many years, when we recruited him when he was young. But especially for him, it was an unbelievable experience, and really, it was very, I don't know, it's one of the history, like I said, when you finish, they will ask you, players that you coach, whatever, and everything, so it's one of them, it will be one of them.
Okay, and there was one final question before we conclude the English part.
Just one quick, Andras Rožman from Slovenia. I just want to know, when did he tell you, after the game against Spain or today?
No, after the game tonight. Finishing the game, I think he talked first to the Greek press, and then he came into the locker room and he announced it to everybody.
It's interesting.
Tonight, after the game.
Thank you very much. This concludes the official English part. Thank you, gentlemen.